Long ago, in a time when animals spoke the way men do today, Anansi the spider was not just a trickster, he was a dreamer. He wanted something no spider had ever dared to want, to own all the stories in the world. Back then, all stories belonged to Niam, the sky god. He kept them locked away in the heavens, far from the creatures of earth. Anansi, with his small legs and clever heart, spun a web high into the sky and climbed it to meet Niam. "I want to buy the stories," Anansi declared. Niam laughed, a sound like thunder rolling across mountains. "You, a spider. You cannot afford them. But I will give them to you, if you bring me 3 things, the python, the leopard, and the hornets." Anansi's eyes glinted. "Done," he said. But deep inside, even he didn't know how he would manage it. The first challenge was Python. Python was long, slick, and wise. No animal dared challenge him, his words were slow, and his strength was quiet but terrifying. Anansi walked through the forest holding a long bamboo stick and muttering to himself. "My wife says Python is longer than this stick, but I think she's wrong," he said loud enough for nearby animals to hear. No, this stick is definitely longer than Python." Soon, the whisper reached Python's ears. Curious and slightly offended, Python slithered toward Anansi. "You say your stick is longer than me?" Anansi shrugged. "My wife argues you're longer." "I say no. We need to measure." Python narrowed his eyes. "Fine." They laid the stick on the forest floor, and Python stretched beside it, straight as a fallen tree. "Stay still," Anansi said quickly, grabbing vines. "I must tie you in place to get an accurate measurement." Before Python could blink twice, he was bound from neck to tail. Anansi chuckled. "One down." Next was Leopard, a proud and fierce creature whose claws carved fear into any who heard his growl. But Anansi knew that pride makes even the clever blind. He dug a deep pit in Leopard's usual path, covering it with leaves and branches. Then he waited. At dawn, Leopard fell into the trap with a thundering yowl. "Who dares trap me?" he roared. Anansi peeked over the edge, all sympathy and sweetness. "Oh dear Leopard, you must have fallen into this hunter's pit. But do not worry, I can help." "You?" Leopard snarled. "Help me?" Anansi nodded. "Of course. But I must tie your legs with rope to pull you out one by one. Otherwise, you'll scratch yourself. Or worse, me." Desperation makes even the proud listen. So Leopard agreed. Front legs, back legs, tail, Anansi tied them all. Then he hoisted Leopard out, huffing and puffing with fake effort. When the cat finally lay on the ground, tied and helpless, Anansi clicked his tongue. 2 down. The last task was the hardest. The hornets were wild and many, their sting hotter than fire, their anger louder than thunder. Anansi stood beneath their hive with an empty gourd and a plan as sharp as his web. He fetched a calabash of water and poured it all over the hive. The hornets buzzed in fury. "Rain!" Anansi shouted. "Quick, quick! The storm is here. You drown. Hide in my gourd, it's safe inside." The hornets, panicked and drenched, rushed into the calabash one by one. Anansi sealed it tight with a cork, grinning. 3 down. With all 3 captives in hand, Anansi spun his web once more and climbed back to the sky. Niam's booming voice met him. "You have done the impossible." Anansi bowed low. "As promised, I bring Python, Leopard, and the hornets." Niam leaned forward, impressed. You, small spider, have done what no beast dared attempt. Take the stories, for they are yours now. And so, Anansi returned to earth not with gold or jewels, but with something greater, the power of stories. From that day, tales were no longer locked in the heavens. They danced on the tongues of griots, whispered from elders, and echoed through the laughter of children by moonlight. All because one small spider dared to outsmart the mighty. Moral of the story: even the smallest among us can achieve great things, not through strength, but through wisdom and creativity. And that is why, to this day, when a story begins, we say, "This is one of Anansi's stories."